What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on in NFL world? How you doing, Division Rivals? This is Stephen Hyder, Gate City Sports Channel. Sports Channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. All right, y'all. Today's topic. I want to talk a little bit about the news cycle around some of our defensive ends and former players, because a couple interesting things I've seen during this slow period of time for the NFL season. First thing I noticed is that there are trade rumors popping up about Derek Barnett. I don't know, a few of you guys are going to be like, oh man, I know a few of you guys would be in favor of that. I'm going to say that when you have a young pass rusher, you got to be a little careful with that. I know Derek Barnett has not lived up to what he's supposed to be. But, I mean, he's still one of the better defensive ends we have, and we're already a little bit light at that position. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you go with whatever the team does. You don't have a lot of choice. There's no doubt about that, guys. But I think I'd be careful giving up on young pass rushers, especially when injuries have been the main issue here. But, the other one that shocked me was I saw a report about the Tennessee Titans are having potential interest, I should say, in Brandon Graham. And that one kind of took me for a second because I was kind of like, okay, this is the first I heard. Let me just say what I'm going to say real quick on this one, guys, which is I highly, highly doubt that that's a possibility. I hate to disappoint if there's any Tennessee Titan fans out there who might be watching this, but Brandon Graham came back to play for Philly, guys. I don't think he's going to allow that to go down. He's already got a ring, so he's not exactly chasing a ring, guys. I don't see the point in that move for him. So it kind of is what it is on that one, guys. I can't see that one personally happen. And once again, we get into the issue of not having any depth. I mean, it's I understand there's teams out there that are feel that maybe they have a shot at competing for a Super Bowl and they want a pass rusher to come in and help them out. And I get trying to pluck Philly, but it's just our depth. To me personally, guys, I don't think our depth's right to be plucked from. I can't see us doing that. I think if the circumstances were different with Brandon Graham, I could understand it, but we didn't go early in the draft for defensive end. Like I said, guys, Milton Williams really is a 5 technique. I mean, he was really kind of asked to play 3 tech last year in college due to, the pandemic and basically a lack of scholarships and guys opting out. I mean, they kind of asked him if he'd bounce inside. But I still think a lot of these dudes are not quite ready to produce right now. I still think that we're a little light on the defensive end while we're pretty good on the interior. It's interesting going on here, guys. The last thing I saw and the last thing I heard that I wanted to talk to you guys for a second about was Sharrif Miller popping back up in the news. If you guys remember, the one thing about Sharrif Miller I will say is that Sharrif Miller talked a really good game. He talked a good game. He talked about that, look, he's going to be a double-digit sack guy. He talked about that he's going to be elite one day. And to his defense, Brandon Graham last offseason said that he saw, positive encouragements. Brandon Graham being an older pass rusher said, hey, look, man, the kid is showing some development here. But it didn't work out in Philly and ended up being bounced around between like Carolina and somewhere else, guys. I can't remember all of his stops that they ended up having, but he never really caught on anywhere. But apparently he's back. I believe he's going to be converted to a linebacker with Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. I think is where he's landing right now, guys. So that's another interesting one, guys. I mean, doesn't have a lot to do with the Eagles, but interesting that he's popping back up in the news again, and that some teams are still excited about him and his potentially being. All right, guys, leave your comments down below, guys. What did you think about all these trade rumor things popping up about our defensive ends? I mean, from Derek Barnett to we heard Brandon Graham to just it struck me as being a little odd, guys. What did you guys think? All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all's time and attention. I'll see y'all in the next video.